Laddies, take a seat. I can't believe it. We're here. The final big thing that needed to happen before the release of 1.21. We've almost crossed the finish line. Welcome to Minecraft 1.21.0.26. You know how it goes. We're about to dive into that in a mere matter of moments, so tap that like button, sit back, and relax. The true start of today's video, though, the location I like to kick it off with, is over on the website. Haven't showed this off quite yet in any of the videos, even the 15-year videos that I've been making, but we have a little bit of a game situation going on. This is a clean banner. It's such a nice animation. I love the pickaxe tool. If we go ahead and scroll down, we get a bunch of information as to all of the big events, the bonanzas, the crazy saga going on right now for the 15th anniversary. But you already know about it. You saw this video, and then you saw this one. Over on Google right now, if I go ahead and search Minecraft, a little app icon pops up. If I tap that app icon, all of a sudden, I am the legend himself of Minecraft Steve. If I go ahead and tap anywhere on the screen, like any, basically like box or tile, I go ahead and slowly go ahead and remove that box or tile. Unfortunately, tragically, it does not seem that this comes with any enchanted tools or ways to speed up the mining or, you know, all of that kind of stuff. However, you can slowly mine away the entire web page, basically. Any single box that you see it with words in it, well, you can say goodbye to it. For people who do not have Minecraft and maybe want to try a demo or something like that, well, I salute you for watching all of these videos. It's got to be the biggest tease of all time. But yeah, you can kind of get that Minecraft immersive experience over on Google. And yeah, does it make sense at all? Like the ground is right above the sky and there's clearly words. I don't know what's going on. No, it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't have to. All right, moving on. So for this one, I don't know how to feel. There's only one thing I can do, and that's make a brand new world. The day that this happened will go down in infamy forever because this is actually potentially insane. Inside of our brand new, beautiful looking world, amazing mountain. First things first, we're going to go ahead and locate the structure, Trial Chamber. Go ahead and run it, and sure enough, it's right nearby. Quickly move myself a little bit closer, move deeper down under the ground, and immediately I will notice that large sections of this chamber are still very, very dark. That's a problem, but it's also perfect for what we're gonna do. You see, and I've seen a couple of comments the whole time I've been talking about this whole issue with the dim bulb saying, well, hey, wait a second, Waddles, maybe lore-wise it does make sense. Like, the chamber is presumably ancient, right? And you know, to that, I do say kind of right. Maybe you're right, it does make sense to have it dim, but I think it's a little bit more interesting when there's different light levels. And also, you're going to have to deal with the challenge, so you're going to want to have at least a little bit more light inside of this thing. Anyways, though, let's go ahead and take a little bit of a tour around the chamber. We walk around casually, we stroll, we look, we think about everything that I've been talking about, complaining about, dreaming of for weeks and weeks and weeks. Specifically, when it comes to life popping up inside of this chamber. What's that? I'm not inside of the deep dark biome. I would see Skulk all over, and it doesn't appear that there's very much life inside of this chamber at all. Does there? I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. This bug is still happening. The cactus tree is beautiful, but I can't believe it. All the way up until very late in the Minecraft 1.20 life cycle, the trail ruins. Well, up until pretty late in that life cycle, it had a gigantic bug where the structure was separated. Of course, it ended up getting fixed inside of like Minecraft 1.20.60 or something like that, but it was a big bug for a long time with a huge part of the previous update. However, this next update is even more focused than the last one, with the whole update basically being all about the trial chamber structure. And can you imagine if the structure was just bugged? Ruined? Can you imagine how terrible it would be to turn around a corner, full sprint, run right into a creeper and explode in the middle of the chamber? You didn't expect that? Well, now, in a change that we love to hear, you're gonna only have to imagine that, because it will allegedly never happen. Ever. Ever. But there's only one thing more trustworthy than the Minecraft developers, and that is yourself, and you alone. And so here we are, our second trial chamber of the day. Now, unfortunately, and this is a very small thing compared to the idea of creepers and endermen popping up inside of the chamber when they shouldn't. However, unfortunately, it looks like leading up to the release of 1.21, they're not going to be able to fix this bug with random things from the outside popping up on the inside, like lush cave features. But moving around this chamber, and to test it out, you have to stand around in creative Minecraft, basically. Never seen that one before. Oh, That's crazy looking. Anyways, you go to the structure, you walk around in creative near the dark spaces, but not too close. You give it a little bit of time, then you check out other parts of the structure, and yeah, sure enough, I'm hearing mobs spawning, but from all of my testing, I haven't really caught any mobs on the inside of the structure. They're always spawning when I hear them on the outside of the structure, inside of the caves nearby, which is completely fine. I can't believe it. When I saw that pop up on the changelog like a week ago or whatever, my eyes, they began to well up. It was very emotional, sad moment for me. Proud moment. We've made it. We're at the release of 1.21, lads, laddies, people. One final time for good luck. We'll start by sending ourselves practically a million miles away to find a brand new chamber. After that, I'll give myself night vision this time so I can see a little bit better. Now, it's time we go ahead and move down under the ground to the local trial chambers. Now, my methodology for this testing is pretty straightforward. I find a chamber, I linger around near the chamber. I've been testing this stuff for like a week or so now, and so far, I've seen so good. Hanging out inside of this cave, we can see skeletons and stuff are starting to spawn, which means it's been long enough. Over here, I dug a small hallway so I can find myself the chamber, and once I hit the chamber, I can guarantee you, we'll take a look, but I can guarantee you nothing is going to be here. Moving around through the structure, we're still going to see another common bug. It has to do with the glow lichen just popping up midair. It is what it is, a little curse, not the worst thing in the world, though. But yes, moving around this structure, we aren't going to see anything. Well, nothing until at least we actually make the mob spawn ourselves by activating a trial spawner. Another amazing thing about this structure, bugs aside, is it's basically a parody. If I found this structure in this exact seed, in this exact spot on Minecraft Java, it might not be identical looking, but every single component of the structure exists on both versions of the game. Back to the mob check though, now that we've seen a little bit of the structure, we'll flip into spectator, see the rest of the structure, and sure enough, not a single outside mob spawns inside of the structure. This is the biggest change to Minecraft 1.21, and in my opinion, the final thing that was really holding it back from a release. Another preview that we're focusing on today that had that gigantic bug fix was a small one, but also pretty giant. Let's say for a second I was me inside of my local trial chamber wanting to maybe up the difficulty with this bad omen bottle. Well, inside of the trial chamber, I drink the bad omen bottle, then I go ahead and move a little bit closer to the trial spawner to kick off the bad ominous trial. Once that begins, sometimes if I'm close enough to the spawner, Satan, no, go away. If I'm close enough to the spawner, different effects and sometimes arrows are going to be shot down at me from like right up above my head. You can kind of see it happening with that whole like, you know, little effect right there. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop, 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 stop. Well, the different arrows that are going to be shot down at you are now actually going to be the correct arrows. Excuse me, stop it, no, leave me alone. I quit, I surrender, stop. No, okay. Alrighty then, and then immediately I begin freezing. I hate the grove biome. You see, this is why I've said it for years. It's a terrible place to be. Fixed a bug where the arrow projectiles randomly shot down at ominous trial would have harming 2 or slow falling instead of poison or slowness 4. Essentially, there was just a little bit of a mix-up going on. Now you have to excuse my ignorance because over on Minecraft Bedrock, I have no clue how to pull this off, but over on Minecraft Java, I know exactly how to pull it off. So this next big fix inside of that recent update has to do with the ominous vault. Like the other normal vault, the ominous vault has a loot table. The loot table of the ominous vault absolutely does not include arrows of slow falling. Instead, similar sounding, but it includes arrows of slowness, and I'm just now realizing, maybe it's because of this beautiful map that I'm inside of, that isn't working. Well, hey, on a different note, if you want to check out this beautiful map, then check out this video next, where we explore it a little bit. And if you'd like to see me explore it even more, tap like. So if you play Minecraft, and more specifically, you play this game on a harder difficulty, like let's say hard, or even hardcore. Well, if that's the way you roll, then a mob wearing something, maybe a piece of armor, or even wielding something like a sword, it's not too uncommon to see. Well, inside of this new update, mobs dropping that equipment has been brought closer to parity with Minecraft Java Edition. On one hand, this is a good change. On the other hand, this is tragic. It's so sad. Enchanted mob equipment no longer has double the chance to drop. Each level of looting enchantment now gives plus 1% to drop instead of plus 4% to drop. This is a gigantic nerf for Bedrock, and with the worst mob spawning mechanics, I just don't get it. Like, no offense to it, whether you love Bedrock or you absolutely hate it, there's no denying that mob spawning on Minecraft Java, not only is it more predictable, but it's a little bit better. It leads to stronger, more powerful mob farms so that lower dropping rate almost doesn't matter at all. I get it, we want to have parity, but if we're going to talk about parity and dropping things and whatever, well, those things drop from combat, and what in the world is going on with this combat system? I get it, time hitting is not fun on mobile touchscreen. I saw the comments about it in a different video, I talked about it, but come on. Why are we just going to nerf everything on Bedrock? And also, what is this insane range? I'm hitting him from 7 blocks away. Similar to this preview, but technically not inside of it, is the brand new beautiful capes. I need to keep talking about it because this is a limited time thing, guys. If you want the cape on your account, you need to claim it like today, tomorrow. Because once we hit June, I think it's going to be impossible to do the methods that you need to do to be able to get at least these 2 capes right here. And once you get them on your Bedrock account, they're going to be on Java in a couple of months. I am so sad. I had like an issue with my account. I had that Founder's cape and it's gone, and I forgot to get the Pride cape, and so I lost out on that one. I almost could have had the whole collection. Yeah, anyways, get your capes. So with some of these more recent changes, when it comes to parity in Minecraft 1.21, aside from strange combat differences like the mace and just how it works, we're pretty much there. Each version still has its own respective bugs. For example, the trial chambers being noticeably darker on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, but this update is essentially ready to go. The weird thing is, though, that we still seem to be a ways off, unless they're gonna just expedite things through the pre-release process this year. You see, last year, we talked about it before, but 1.20 pre-release 1 would have been out for a long time now, May 9th. The pre-release cycle went on for about a month, with the update releasing on June 7th, same day as the previous year. I guess you never know what could happen, but it's definitely starting to look like 1.21 might release more like mid-June, or maybe even the beginning of July. In the world of other recent huge updates, the looting enchantment has been fixed. The looting enchantment is now going to work how it was meant to work. Oh, what's that? You thought we were done? No, we're just getting started. Welcome to the 1.21.10.20 beta and preview. So just as I was finishing this video up, I had a feeling we were close to this moment, but boom, we're here. The very first updates for Minecraft 1.21.10, the update after 1.21, are here. The changes begin immediately when creating a world in 1.21.10. Check that beautiful, the brand new hardcore Minecraft button out. I like it. I'm envious of it always as a Java player. Now check this out. If I flick this little lever, watch the icon. Oh, and the sound on the map. Oh, it's like lighting the world on fire, making the difficulty even more dangerous. I love that. That's beautiful. I could listen to it all day long. Now, other than that beautiful toggle, the biggest thing that we have in this brand new 1.21.10 preview is, of course, the confirmation that 1.21 is done, baby. Looking over the changelog for this initial 1.21.10 preview, it's not exactly as large as you would think. One of the more notable changes that's not going to make it into the initial 1.21 update is the fact that trial chambers will spawn in the deep dark biome a little bit less. So not in the deep dark biome, but funnily enough, these things are still a little bit wacky sometimes. You could absolutely find an amethyst geode inside of this structure, inside of 1.21. There's also a little bit of hinting when it comes to brand new UI potentially making it to the game very, very soon. In the world of other beautiful parity changes, unfortunately not making it into the initial 1.21 update, the Witch. Check this thing out. If I take this out every single time, alongside those other drops that have not been changed, I will always get anywhere from 4 to 8 redstone dust. This is going to make witch farms even more viable when it comes to collecting up and stocking up on redstone. Look at that thing, that's insane. Oh boy, if you want to get technical with this update, well, I've got a lot of room for you to do that in too. There are so many different technical updates coming in 1.21.10. There's enough changes to make this video 2 days long, but I don't want to be rude to you or anything like that, so that's where we're going to wrap things up with today. The final 1.21 update and the first of the next. If you enjoyed today's preview mashup video, tap that like button and subscribe for more. Until next time, it's been me, Waddles. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.